So what do you got going on, Redoubt? You're still doing I've seen you're still doing the weekly live stream, and
Yeah, it should be coming back. I took a break last week because I wasn't really here.
but you did have the live show on Hetero Crow, or actually I'm not sure. Were you live on
It's
that,
not
or was
live.
it a recording?
No. Those are just
as a
episodes.
premiere.
Those are just premieres. Those are just taped episodes.
Okay, because it says live chat, so I assumed you were live streaming and just were off camera.
If we were live streaming, it'd be like at midnight. At the rate we normally record after we've watched everything and drink a lot of alcohol. You know, it's by that point, yeah. That's when the good stuff comes out. That Tusk review, which is a casual Friday. We talk about a lot of stuff. I think it's the most we've ever crammed into one episode, and surprisingly, it's only an hour long. My God, is it just a fascinating listen?
I still love that guest you had for the Spanish American War, though. That was
great, and I'm hoping to do more. I just gotta try to get some people set up, and I just really haven't had the time to reach out, and my schedule is haywire. But no, in the near future, I mean, I'll keep doing the live stream. I'll keep doing my local retracing history videos. I'm gonna try to start experimenting with a few bigger projects. The one I'm working on right now, I'm planning to do. It's a little weird. It's gonna be a history lesson through Pink Floyd's The Wall. So it's not going to be a review of the album, but we're going to be going through big historical events that either inspire the album or the album has found itself being kind of part of. In particular, the Second World War. We'll be talking about the actual creation of the album. We'll be talking about the 1990 Berlin concert, which was to celebrate the end of the Berlin Wall, because Roger Waters jokingly said, I might perform it again if they tear the Berlin Wall down. Well, now you gotta face that. And then there's the whole, he brought the wall back in 2010 out of response of his opinion of the Israel-Palestine situation, which that's going to be a mess and probably get me demonetized. And then we get really recent. It becomes part of the Russo-Ukraine war. I probably shouldn't do this, but my heart really wants to do it.
I would just brief.
That's such a neat idea, though.
Yeah. I'm not taking a stance on anything. I'm just saying the facts.
Well, I have a feeling it's going to turn some heads, if nothing else.
Yeah, and then after that, you should do another thing similar to that, but this time do it with "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Oh, hold up, Redoubt. We got something for you.
You're going to have to cram a lot into that video.
Redoubt. We got something for you.
What?
Now, you like doing you listen to Tusk or whatever. Me and Otter got something for you that you can do for a video. My Immortal. We'll have Otter read the entire.
Oh God.
He's great at narrating it. We have done it for Trippy. Who else did we do it for?
We did for Stormcrow.
Yes, Stormcrow. Herman.
What is this?
Herman, yeah.
So
it is the most it is the best worst fan fiction ever conceived by man.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I think we did it for Maji too.
I am too morbidly curious to stop you from wherever this is going.
No, Redoubt.
You can't stop us. I'm gonna do it.
Historian, you don't want this in your history.
But this is for the other channel. This is for
for his other channel.
Come on, Redoubt. We've got to have you competing against Internet Historian. He did a live read of it.
Yes. Here,
or how about I compete against all of you?
It's a Harry Potter-based fan fiction series, serially published on fanfiction.net between 06-07. Story centers on a non-canonical female vampire character named Ebony Darkness, Dementia, Ravenway, and her. Anobi? I don't know. The AI might have goofed it up.
Frequently.
No, it did not goof it up. The spelling of the name changes several times throughout the story.
Yeah, like Dumbledore.
We're gonna need a lot of booze for this. All right, I guess this will have to go on the list.
Whenever you get around to it, call me.
Well, I'm going to compete with all these history channels with current event channel, starting with this.
Jewish space lasers.
I could use that for the wall video, honestly. Weird.
Did I ever send you the file? I think I did.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to locate it.
Okay.
That clip's infamous. There's one other project I'll mention briefly. It was in my brain, left my brain. Please come back. Oh, okay. So my one friend told me kind of jokingly that I should start doing cryptid stuff. I got to be quite honest. I am not a big cryptid person. I'm not a big paranormal person. I am very, very skeptical. However, I do happen to live in a region that got God knows amount of eyewitness testimony about seeing Bigfoot, UFOs, going between UFOs.
You're close enough to occasionally hear about the Mothman.
Hate to break it
That's
to
a
you,
lot. That's a lot further
has so
south.
many ghost tours, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But,
I got to make a rant about that.
So I was talking about that with my neighbor the other day. I mean, we were just talking about how ridiculous the whole thing is. So I walked to him and was like, "Hey, Bigfoot, what's going on, man? Did you hear about all this stuff out there?" He agreed it's ridiculous, but then we ended up in an argument because he wouldn't keep his chupacabra off my lawn.
No, I don't have a... See, my issue is with, like, paranormal, cryptid stuff. If you treat it as folklore, because I will never dispute people, because I believe there's things in this world that happen. You cannot explain it, and you probably should not try to explain it. You just leave that mojo be. Don't disturb it any further. Don't ask, don't tell. But then there's people that take it to the next mile, where they have the science to prove it, and I'm like, I can't
Bro
confirm
science
or deny
at
this
best.
stuff. Yeah, it's like, I have no problem you treat as folklore. I'll never dispute people's claims. It's their stories. I'm not going to dispute them. But please, you don't need 18 ghost tour agencies in one town. That's right. There are 18 entities in the borough of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania about the paranormal. Overkill. You know how many battlefield tour groups there are? One. The Gettysburg Battlefield License Guide. You know why they're licensed? Because you got 18 ghost tours. That's my rant. But no, I am gonna do a video regardless about about an incident that occurred in the early 70s, because there was it was between 2 years. There was this blow up of reports, and nothing's reached that level before or since. So it's worth mentioning.
Hey, Redoubt, don't you also have like one convention of like furries?
That's Pittsburgh.
And
that actually happened this past weekend.
And if the ghost tour places companies, if they're feeling a little too crowded and need to spread out, there's this place called Roswell, New Mexico, where I don't think they have to change too much. They don't need to change too much to alter the tours.
Mothman's the only cryptid I've had a serious interest in, just because it's different. There's something about it that's just, this is different from other stories. Like, something clearly was going on those 2 years.
It does definitely stand apart.
It ends with the Silver Bridge collapse, the deadliest bridge collapse in the United States. At the very least, it has that real life event that does have some grand magnitude on the infrastructure of our country. So there is that.
I remember reading things about the Mothman. What's that?
Been fun. I'm tapping out for the night.
All right, thanks for coming on. Okay. And
have fun with the cryptid nonsense without me.
See you later.
Have a good night, James.
I tell you.
Yeah, but I was reading this stuff about Mothman and how people said that it would fly, but it was just kind of hover and then move real fast, and it was chasing them when they were driving the car. And I was like, man, it must have been attracted to the headlights. But it just got some weird stuff that cannot be, we have no good way to explain it.
The one final thing I'll say in the whole thing, the Mothman Museum, which I do plan to go eventually. I do plan to go down to Point Pleasant and do a couple videos down there because there's actually a lot of history of Point Pleasant, not just the Mothman. I actually did a video about the Battle of Point Pleasant. The Mothman Museum was so hyped to be part of Fallout 76. They would not stop promoting it.
I was about to say, I would give
the game came out.
Fallout.
Yeah, same.
That's all anybody remembers of Fallout 76, that it was set in West Virginia. Those poor people, they thought they were going to have, like, oh, we're going to be this big video game. It's going to be great. It was Fallout 76. Those poor bastards.